What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NFL First Look Lineup video with your boy. It is week 6, ladies and gentlemen. Week 5 was another good one for the squad. Greenlightdfs.com if you want to join in on that. As you guys know, I come in the beginning of the week. We do a first look lineup, kind of just gut calls on certain spots, and just kind of build a lineup together off just first initial reaction to the slate and prices and stuff like that. And then later on in the week, I'll go more in depth with it, and we'll go position by position like we do on the final look on Friday. But in this video, we're just going to build a lineup together. I'm not going to keep too much of your time. I'm going to explain why I like the guys that I like that I'm putting in the lineup, and then we'll move on from there. All right? The winner of the $50 giveaway from last week is Simon DeMello. Simon DeMello, hit me up on Twitter at Cam_ATL. Give me your PayPal information so I can go ahead and send that over to you. Appreciate you for commenting and following and watching your boy. Thank you to everybody who follows, watches your boy, whatever. Appreciate you guys a lot. Go ahead and drop a like down below and comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into this next one. And let's get it. So, starting it out, ladies and gentlemen, starting off at quarterback, I really like the spot here for Taylor Heinicke. I really like the spot for Heinicke here, okay? I'm expecting Washington. Washington not only is at home, but I'm expecting them to be behind and have to throw a lot. So Heinicke really sticks out to me as a solid option here. I mean, they're going against a Kansas City defense that's just gotten destroyed. Over 37 to Lamar Jackson, over 30 to Justin Herbert, over 31 to Hurts, over 39 to Josh Allen. I mean, if you look at the caliber of quarterbacks they face, though, I mean, it's understandable. Jackson, Herbert, Hurts, Allen, some of the top quarterbacks in the entire league. They've had a tough schedule when it comes to stopping quarterbacks. Now, Heinicke's going to be a little easier for them to stop, but we don't need much at 5'8", and I think he hits value here for sure. He's averaging over 19 fantasy points per game this year. He's got the upside of 27 like he showed against Atlanta week 4. Plain and simple, he's going to be behind, having to throw a lot. I really like Taylor Heinicke. Let's go ahead and skip to who we're pairing him with. I'm going to pair him with Terry McLaurin. Who else? I mean, if you're playing Heinicke ever, you always got to pair him with his best receiver, and that's Terry McLaurin. So, if you look at this season, it's kind of down game, big game, down game, big game, down game, and he's due for a big game here week 6. But that's not the only reason, though. Obviously, the matchup against Kansas City is A1. All right? Hollywood Brown went over 26. Keenan Allen over 19. Devontae Smith over 22. I mean, those aren't, like, Hollywood Brown and Devontae Smith are guys who are going to be have bright careers later on in the, you know what I mean, in the future. But Terry McLaurin's better than both of those guys at this point right now. Okay, and McLaurin could really have some huge upside here. He's had 10, 30, 10, 33, and 8. That's how his performances have gone so far this year. I'm expecting another boom game here. 25 plus out of Terry McLaurin. I love pairing him with Heinicke. All right, at the running spot, let's talk Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams for Kansas City is only 4.9, and he is expected to get the main workload for Kansas City now that Clyde Edwards-Helaire is hurt. Clyde Edwards-Helaire suffered a sprained MCL, so that means it's going to be Darrell Williamson and Jerick McKinnon, okay? Jerick McKinnon is more of a pass-catching guy. He's not a between-the-tackles real, big-time runner that way. So Darrell Williams should get the majority of carries, okay? At least that's what it looked like once Helaire left. That's how it was going to work, okay? Now, I'm expecting Kansas City to be up here. They have a high total by Vegas, the highest total on the slate. Expect a lot of success out of Darrell Williams here. That team against Washington where just gave up Alvin Kamara over 29 DraftKings points. So I love Darrell Williams. I think Darrell Williams is a very solid value. He should start at running back for Kansas City, and at 4.9, I really, really like him. All right? Next up, let's go Darrell Henderson Jr. Darrell Henderson Jr. going against the Giants. So I'm expecting the Rams to smash here. They're 10.5 favorites Vegas-wise. They're also very high implied total. So what that tells me with that spread is that I want the run game here. I want a lot of Darrell Henderson. I think Henderson's going to be used heavily here. I think he could see 20 carries possibly here in this big victory, and I really, really like this spot for him. He's been very productive on the ground, really, really productive. Week 1, 16 carries, 70 rushing yards. Next week, 13 carries, 53. 14 carries, 89. 17 carries, 82. He's been extremely, consistent. He is used heavily in the red zone. I really like Darrell Henderson here to smash against this Giants team that they're going to be up big against. And at only $6K, it seems a little too cheap. All right, at wide receiver, So I want to talk about Amon St. Brown. All right, you have Cephas being out for the year. That's going to open up some receiving for Detroit. And on the top of that, Detroit should get stomped. I mean, not stomped, but they should be down majority of the time. This is in a dome here. This is a good spot for Amon-Ra St. Brown. When Cephas went down, it looked like St. Brown is going to be the target for Goff. Okay, 8 targets each, 16 targets the last 2 games combined. This is a fantastic spot for Amon St. Brown, where they should be behind. He's going to see 8+ targets once again. Solid matchup against a bad Cincinnati secondary. I really like this spot for Amon St. Brown as a value play on this slate. All right. Next up, another guy that is just getting a good bit of targets, Jacoby Myers. Now, one thing we know is Dallas has been fantastic. Their secondary has been solid. I'm not expecting Trayvon Diggs to shadow anybody on New England. There's no big time number 1 superstars. I mean, obviously Jacoby Myers is their number 1, so maybe they do try to put Trayvon Diggs on him, but they move Myers around a lot, and I'm really expecting Myers to have a solid game once again here. I'm expecting New England to be behind here and have to throw to keep up once again, and this is a solid matchup against the Dallas team that just gave up over 32 to Kadarius Toney and helped us get our victory in Week 5. All right, paired up Daniel Jones with Kadarius Toney, lost Daniel Jones and still cashed because Toney went crazy at low ownership, so that was fantastic. But this is, at the end of the day, this is still a team that gave up over 32 to Kadarius Toney. So expect Jacoby Myers to have a solid game here. He is one of the higher targeted guys in the league, and I like him a lot at 5.5. How can you not play this dude at this point? Hold on one second. How can you not play this dude at this point? Mark Andrews just absolutely balled out. He's obviously homeboy's favorite target, and it is a perfect spot to play him here once again against the Chargers. This is a beautiful spot here. Sorry, I'm texting my fiance because she keeps blowing my phone up while I'm recording. Mark Andrews at home in Baltimore going against this Chargers team. It should be a close game. And that's the reason why I like Andrews, is this should be a competitive game. And I really like this spot a lot for Mark Andrews at home in Baltimore. He should see some good targets once again. And at 5.2, I mean, he just seems way too cheap for his production. Next up, I really like this guy, man. I got a really good gut feel here about this one. Joe Mixon going against Detroit. Cincinnati should be able to win this game, and it's a fantastic spot for Joe Mixon to really dominate here. I mean, everything's screaming it's a Joe Mixon game. We'll have to see, but I am expecting a game like Week 1 against Minnesota, where Cincinnati kind of is in a good spot majority of the game and up, and they use a lot of Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon has been very solid. Okay, this is a solid spot for him here. I really like his potential going against Detroit. They just gave up over 30 to Madison, over 25 to David Montgomery, over 41 to Aaron Jones. Expect Joe Mixon to absolutely ball out. I really, really love this spot for Joe Mixon. And then we have, last but not least, I have the money, so why not? I have the the LA Rams. St. Louis Rams. The LA Rams going against the Giants. Now, Daniel Jones could possibly miss here. I mean, the dude was severely concussed in that game. The moment he stood up and started damn near falling over, I was like, oh shit, he's out. No doubt in my mind. But he's severely concussed. We'll have to see what happens here throughout the week. I mean, through protocols, and see if he's able to make it back in time. Even if he plays, I love the Rams defense. I mean, the Rams are huge favorites here. Whoever's quarterback for the Giants is going to have to do a lot to try to keep up, and this is going to be a tough spot here, okay? Look, the Giants' offense is severely just damaged, all right? No Saquon Barkley, no Sterling Shepard, Galladay got banged up, Kadarius Toney's banged up, and who knows, he might throw another punch and get out, who knows, but at the end of the day, they are severely hurt right now. And the Rams defense should take full control of this. Now, I normally don't like paying this much, but I haven't had any issues. I feel good about the value. I feel really good about the Darrell Williams value for Kansas City. I feel really good about Amon St. Brown with no Cephas playing catch-up against Cincinnati. I'm just left with a lot of money, and the Rams defense feels incredibly safe, as well as possessing some huge upside here in this matchup. So this LA Rams is a fantastic option. I really, really like them at defense. So we got, for the first look lineup, we got Taylor Heineke. We got Darrell Williams. We got Henderson Jr. We got McLaurin. We got 2 Darrells at running back. Just realize that. That's beautiful. All right. Terry McLaurin paired up with Heineke. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Jacoby Myers. Mark Andrews. Joe Mixon in the LA Rams. All right. Good luck, everybody. Let's smash week 6 once again, man. We're going for our 4th week straight of dominating NFL. We have been on fire. Make sure you grab that week 6 package before Thursday night showdown so you get that included. And let's get it. Peace out, y'all. I'm out.